Good. So this is ice simulation straight. You've probably done this on the winter driving course. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up to say 40 miles an hour, around 40. Don't go over 40, but sort of that sort of window. Straight down here. When I say brake, hit the brakes hard as you can until we come to a stop.
Okay.
Let's go. That's good. Keep going. And brake. So you see a little bit of a passenger, you know?
Yeah.
But the car is trying to do all it can to get us stopped as quickly as possible. And look at that! It just before the end.
So
that's why 40
is the target. Seatbelts.
Yeah,
it did.
Exactly, because it knows there's a slight loss of control there. And even it still blipped on the downshift, so it used that engine braking, just how you would in a manual to try and downshift. But crucially, again, did it feel like it was pretty balanced?
Yes, it was fine. Just not stopping.
Yeah, the only thing you could do to stop any quicker is put winter tyres on it.
Yeah.
And it is incredible. It'll cut that in half, you know. But in reality, do we need winter tyres in this country? If you look at the past 3 years, probably not. But, you know, it does make the massive difference when it does snow. So let's go back around. Let's try that again. You see a stop signs, yeah. And then we're gonna go right down the access road again.
They were going to stop
then.
No,
we're going to go right here and then round to the right again. Yeah, so I think that was a bit of intervention from the instructor there. And that's exactly why we have that speed limit on that access road. Because on a busy day, you can imagine that sort of thing happens all the time. Same thing again, about 40. Hit the brakes, hands off the wheel this time.
Okay.
Let's go. Straight down the middle. That's probably quick enough. And brake. Good. Take your hands off the wheel. Look at that. You can literally feel the car trying to keep it straight as possible. And look at that. He even brought it back. You know, because this is like cambered to take care of drainage. So you can see it started to go one way and then realised and brought it back. So it's doing 240 adjustments a second per wheel to try and keep it nice and under control. And it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Really?
Definitely.
There we were doing maybe 3 mile an hour less. Can you see how much quicker we stopped? Just 3 miles an hour. And that's why people are so hard on you if you do like 4 mile an hour over the speed limit of 30. It's not the speed, it's actually the stopping distance. And obviously it's exaggerated on this sort of surface, but it's pretty amazing, right? And go full power for me right now. And again, that traction control is just going to give you everything it can. It's quite impressive how it gets it down, but then, you know, good. And let's go back around and come down here again.
This is a lot more subtle than the system in my car, because obviously mine's old.
Yeah, they
tech.
really have come on. They're massively more advanced now. I'd say in the last 5 years, they've really just changed. Everything's just got a lot more solid. And you know, if you did even 5 years ago, 6 years ago actually, when I first started here, in the original C63 that was out then, if you took your hands off the wheel down there, you would lose control and spin. You know, so it just shows how, and every Mercedes now, even the vans, you can go down there, hit the brakes, take your hands off the wheel, and the ESP will help maintain the control and stability. So it's quite amazing. Now then, obviously, we took our hands off the wheel then, while braking. What do you think if instead of taking your hands off the wheel, if you put a big turn in, what do you think would happen then?
Absolutely nothing. I think we'll keep going straight.
Well, let's find out then, okay? Because obviously the whole point about ABS is to allow you to be able to brake and turn.
Yeah.
Now, there's a bit of a difficult situation with regards to ESP with that happening, because if you're on a slippery surface, if you get immediate turn, you're just going to lose control of the rear.
Yeah.
So it's going to be up to our ESP system to help us do that, hopefully without spinning us wildly out of control.
Okay.
And again, we're going pretty quick, but keep it at around 35 miles an hour for this. We're going to approach it slightly from the right of the area. Now when I say brake, hit the brakes as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And while braking as hard as you can, I'm going to say turn left. Now when I sort of that,
Okay.
and until I turn right and then turn right again, while braking the whole time until we come to a stop.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go, sort of up to 35. Keep going. Brake. Now left. Now right. Left again.
That steered more than I thought
Exactly.
it was going to actually.
So, and if you had kept the steering a little bit longer, you would have found it turned even more. So we'll do that once again because it's quite impressive.
I didn't think we would steer anywhere near as much as it managed.
You can imagine if you didn't have ABS.
Yes.
I mean, you would end up over here. And I have had in a classic car ABS failure down here before, and it's scary. It almost feels like the car speeds up when you hit the brakes. Right again. So go for it. You can go up to 35. Do the same thing. Keep it going. Now brake. Now left. Now right. Left again. How amazing is that? You know, it will not let the rear lose control.
Yes.
And even at that sort of speed, the car is nice, safe.
It was still controllable.
It's still controllable-ish, yeah, to a degree. But it just shows, just having a little bit of experience in it just makes all the world of difference, you know. Good job. Excellent.
They've obviously decided we're looking a bit dirty.
Yeah. So I've got a bit of a time trial for you. So we're going to go back around and come to that bit again.
Back into box one.
We're going to come back down here. We're actually going to do a turnout exercise. Did you ever do a T-junction pull-out?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what we're going to do now.
Okay.
We're going to do it twice. First time, all your ESP is going to be turned off. Second time it's going to be turned on. Actually, I'll tell you what, first time I'll have it turned on. So head down then. That's it. So
Straight
over
up
to the
the
left.
outside.
Yeah, just keep going down the left hand side. And see, just before the blue and white cone, just before, just stop so you're facing
onto
the edge of it, exactly. Because then we're going to pull out
square
onto
onto.
it. Yeah. So if you keep going now, 90-degree right hand turn, and stop here. Good. So if you imagine this is a road, okay, I'm going to time you, okay? So we're going to, when I say go, we're going to pull out onto the road, and I want you to get to the end as quickly as possible. Now, all your ESP and everything is on now. Okay. Obviously, when I say go, don't just floor it, because then you'll end up understeering off over there. So I won't start the clock until you're almost straight.
Okay.
Okay?
Am I letting the car do the work, or am I trying to do the work?
All the ESP is on, so just go as quickly as you can. All right? So on your marks, get set, let's go. So out to the left. Yeah, go for it. Just stay full power. Just go for it. Keep it going. Right then, 8 seconds. Okay, let's go and try it once again, but without the ESP on. Fairly safe?
It was fairly safe.
Did it feel like it was holding you back a lot?
You could feel it working, yes.
Actually done well with the weather. I mean, it's supposed to be horrendous over the next few days.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's the bad one, isn't it?
Exactly the same. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So turn out. Go for it. Go on. Keep going. Clock is ticking. Didn't do too bad actually, 12 seconds. But can you see that there's slight safety risks?
It was a bit of an issue,
You know?
wasn't it?
So it just shows, because basically a 17-year-old can go and buy this car if they want. You know, as long as they can afford the insurance.
So very, very nice parents.
Yeah, exactly. But it just shows how important these safety systems are. You know, they're in every way they're great systems. So let's head on to the circle now and we're gonna have some fun.